Looks like Sekela's technology decided to fail her at last. So just give her a few minutes because she's facilitating and moderating through this session.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Right. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being patient with me. I had a network challenge, but here we are. Thank you very much for joining. My name is Sekela Yona Mwaipaja. I work with DOT Tanzania as a gender and project officer, and I'm very happy to have you here with me today. All of DOT Tanzania is happy to have you here with us today. Thank you for everybody that is joining in. And the first thing that I wanted to say is we have to all clap for ourselves because we have gone so far. TYDS has been running for 4 days and we are finally at the closing ceremony. So we are very happy to have you here. And before I talk a lot because I have a tendency of speaking too much, I would really like to take you through what's our agendas for today. So what are we really going to do as we are closing TYDS 2022? So we'll start with testimonies from our youth, and as the name speaks for itself, Tanzania Youth Digital Summit. So we are going to have 2 youth from Zanzibar and Dodoma sharing the experience of how TYDS has impacted them and how was their personal experience going through TYDS 2022. And after that, we are going to see an highlight of a video of all the activities that have been happening and the activities that have been running for the past 3 days, the 4th including today. And then we are going to hear from Jen Mugone, who's going to share with us insights on the research that we have done. Jenny Mugone is our co-host and research partner all the way from UNICEF. So we can't wait to hear from you, Jane. And then we are going to hear vote of thanks and closing remarks from Diana Ninsima, our country director. We also can't wait to hear from you, Diana. And then last but not least, we are going to hear from Director General of ICT, Dr. Nkundwe Mwasage. So that's basically is going to be our day today. Please do not go away. It will be fun. There's a lot of things to hear of what TYDS has achieved for the past 3 days. So I would like to go straight and welcome our youth. Yubatatu, are you on the call? I can see. Yumatatu. Okay.
I don't think
I've made it.
Yeah, I don't think join may be still on the way.
Okay, maybe they are still on the way. It's 8 minutes past. So we are going to have like 2 minutes as we wait for them to join. They've texted me saying that they are joining right now. So as we are waiting for them, I would really like to hear the experience from the youth that are already on the call. You can type on a chat. So what has the experience been so far? How is it? What have you learned? What were your takeaways? Throw us something and I will read it. We really can't wait to hear from you. And I'll be reading. Come on, guys, start chatting, stop typing as we are waiting for them. Hello, Daniel Kasongi. We can't wait to hear your experience. So you can type in the chat.
Sekela, you need to unmute.
And I spoke so well. Okay, as I was saying, Jane has said, from me, it was great to hear from young people about the types of skills they need. And I was saying, so TYDS is a platform where youth get a chance to share their voices, to raise up their challenges. And it was also great for me to hear from youth all over Tanzania. So TYDS was running for in 11 regions, as we all know. So it also gave me a chance to learn from youth in other regions of Tanzania. Keep on typing. Hello, I really want to hear what has your experience been as we are waiting for Yumatatu and Danira to share their experience.
Hi, Sekela, just an unmute reminder.
I was speaking with Danira on the phone and she told me she's here. Hello, Dhanira Sultan, all the way from Zanzibar. And I can see Jumatatu is also on the call. Just the right people we are waiting for. Hello, Dhanira, welcome. I know you've missed part of the opening as we opened up the closing ceremony, but what we are doing right now, we are going to hear from you what the experience has been attending TYDS 2022. So you can share with us and be free to mix or speak Swahili. We can't wait to hear from you. Dhanira, can you unmute yourself? Hello. Hello, Dhanira, how are you?
Hello.
Yes, Dhanira, you can wait. I'll start with Jumatatu. Since I see your network is a bit shaking. Habari Jumatatu.
Okay, hope you are all fine.
Yes, we are, and we are very happy to hear from you. So what is happening now, we are going to hear what your experience has been participating in TYDS 2022 all the way from Dodoma. So all the youth and everybody in here are really looking forward to hear your experience. You can start by introducing yourself, and please feel free to mix languages or speak in Swahili.
Okay. Asante, ningependa kutumia Kiswahili ili niweze kueleweka rahisi zaidi.
Sawa.
Kwa majina naitwa Dhanira Said Sultan, ni mwanafunzi wa Chuo cha Utawala wa Umma Zanzibar. Pia ni mmoja wa mfaidika wa mafunzo yanayotolewa na DOT Tanzania, ambaye nimepata mafunzo mwaka huu mwezi wa pili. Ndio, mkufunzi wangu alikuwa Mr. Saif Salum Ali. Pia ni mmoja kati ya washuhuda au wanufaika pia wa mafunzo yaliyotolewa jana na TYDS. Ndio. Kwa hiyo na mimi nilikuwa pale na nimejifunza vitu vingi sana. Tayari. Yeah.
Ulijifunza nini Dhanira? Tuna hamu ya kujifunza kusikia kutoka kwako.
Ndio, nimejifunza vitu vingi sana kwa sababu mimi ni mjasiriamali tayari. Ni mfanya biashara mdogo mdogo, nina kikundi changu pia ambacho nimejiunga na wenzangu, tunatengeneza vitu tofauti tofauti kama vile pilipili, sabuni za maji na sabuni za kuogea. Hivyo jana nimejifunza kwamba kwanza nimejifunza nini digital skills. Apart kwamba nimejifunza katika mafunzo ya DOT, ila jana nimepata mafunzo zaidi. Nini digital skills na vipi inatumika katika hii 21st centuries. Na skills gani zingine ambazo zimekuwa developed katika hii 21st centuries kama vile other learning skills ambazo zinatumika mashuleni pamoja na vyuoni na sehemu nyingine ambazo tunafundishiwa. Pia nimejifunza ni kwa kiasi gani naweza kutumia simu yangu ya kiganjani kuweza kuinnovate vitu vingine zaidi na kuinitiate vitu ambavyo vitaweza kunifanya mimi kama kijana kuniweka katika nafasi nzuri katika jamii yangu na kuwakilisha watu wengine pia.
Okay. Mimi na watu wote hapa tukipenda kufahamu una mpango kutumia vipi skills ulizojifunza kwenye TYDS 2022?
Kwanza niweze kuinnovate vitu vizuri zaidi. Ukiachana na mimi kuwa ni mwanafunzi, lakini pia nataka nifanye vitu vingi ambavyo wengine hawafanyi kama vijana. Kwa sababu mafunzo ya DOT yaliweza kunifanya niwe mjasiriamali tayari, lakini ya TYDS yatanifanya mimi niwe mjasiriamali mbunifu zaidi kutokana na kile kitu ambacho nakifanya kiwe kizuri zaidi mapato na watu wengine ambao wanafanya. Kwa biashara mtandao wanafanya watu wengi, lakini nipi wanafanya. Kwa hiyo TYDS 2022 imeweza kunifanya mimi kwanza nipate ile more internal confidence kutokana na kitu ambacho ninakifanya. Kwa sababu wamenifahamisha ni vipi naweza kupata hiyo internal confidence.
Okay.
Then wameweza kunifanya niwe na kitu inaitwa yani ni hivyo ubunifu, lakini ni ubunifu ambao upo uniqueness. Sababu mimi nilikuwa sijui nini iko uniqueness, lakini wao ndio wamenifahamisha na kwa nyingi ndani yangu. Ndio hivyo.
No, okay. Kwa muda mchache uliobaki, ningependa utuelezee sasa una mpango wa kufanya biashara yako vipi? Sasa una mafunzo ambayo umeyapata. Ni kitu gani unaenda kubadilisha sasa hivi kwenye biashara yako?
Kwanza kama nilivyokuambia kwamba TYDS imenifanya niweze kugundua nini uniqueness yangu. Yaani kitu gani ambacho cha pekee nacho katika nafsi yangu au katika akili yangu. So mimi nifanya biashara mtandaoni kama walivyo wengine, lakini mimi lazima sasa nitafute kitu ambacho kitanifanya niwe wa pekee. Kwa mfano, watu wengi wanafanya biashara mtandaoni lakini delivery yake inakuwa kwa pesa, tayari. Kwa mimi ili kuweza kufanya niwe wa pekee, nitafanya free delivery au pengine nitatoa zawadi kwa ambao yani wateja wangu wale, nitawapa zawadi kwa mtu kitu atakachonunua na vitu kama hivyo.
Okay. Tumefurahi sana kusikia kutoka kwako. Na je, unawaambia nini vijana ambao hawakuweza kuattend TYDS 2022?
Kwanza nawapa pole. Kwa sababu wamenyimwa vitu vingi sana. Sababu kama mimi nimeingia pale, of course najua digital skills, lakini nimeenda kupata vitu vizuri zaidi ambavyo ndani ya digital skills. Tayari. Pia ningependa kuwashauri vijana wenzangu yani wasikae tu nyumbani kusema nasubiri baba ataleta mama ataleta. Tayari wajishughulishe wao kama vijana, wajinue, wajitoe, tayari. Then waweze kufanya vile vitu ambavyo wana feel ndani ya mioyo yao wanataka kufanya. Yani wasiogope kujaribu kitu. Hivyo.
Asante sana. Huyu alikuwa Dhanira. Dhanira all the way from Zanzibar. Yeye aliparticipate, alishiriki kwenye mafunzo ya TYDS jana Zanzibar, na ametuelezea namna ambavyo TYDS imemuongezea confidence kwenye biashara yake, ameongezea namna ambavyo ameongelea namna ambavyo anaenda kuwa innovative zaidi. Na the main purpose ni kuhakikisha Jumatatu naomba ujimute sauti mara moja. Yes, asante. She also spoke about how she's going to be different from everybody that is doing the same kind of business with her. Dhanira, tunashukuru sana, asante kwa kushare na sisi. Kabla sijaenda kwa Jumatatu, kuna mtu ameandika hapa. Asante Dana kwa kunikumbusha. Naomba tunakupigia makofi Dhanira. All the best. You did so well. Haya. Na kuna mtu ameandika hapa, my experience was on yesterday's session, ICT for youth employment. My takeaway was many. TYDS 2022 has been a big platform to connect youth with digital ecosystem players. There's a big room to engage with youth in identifying and participating on digital ecosystem and showcasing their skills. How they are supportive to fellow youth on digital ecosystem. So Daniel is sharing now that TYDS has also been a platform to connect youth and for them to learn from each other. Naomba muendelee kushare kwenye chat box, nitakuwa ninasoma. Sasa tumemaliza Zanzibar, we are moving all the way to Dodoma. Jumatatu Chimwa, can you please unmute yourself? Nona, your voice is on but we cannot see you. Yes, Jumatatu, you can start by introducing yourself and telling us how TYDS 2022 has been to you.
Okay, shukrani. Kwanza niweze kuchukua fursa hii kuwashukuru TYDS kuwa mmoja wa meeting ya leo. On my introduction, my name is Jumatatu Getigachiwa. Ni kijana lakini ni kijana mpambanaji. Kwa sasa hivi ni mkurugenzi wa kampuni inaitwa Ustech Solution, ambayo theme yake ni empowering youth and creating digital solution. Kiukweli nimehudhuria summit iliyofanyika ndani ya Dodoma. It was very amazing, na nichukue fursa hii kuweza kuwapongeza DOT Tanzania. Kiukweli ni elimu au ni summit ambao mimi nimehudhuria summit nyingi, lakini that was very special kwa ajili ya vijana, haswa taifa la sasa hivi, kwa sababu nowadays world is almost technology, na vijana wengi sasa hivi hawapendi kufanya zile shughuli ambazo tunasema ni ngumu zaidi. Lakini pia Pongezi la pili ni kwamba event ilikuwa very well organized kiasi kwamba it was very easy, na ni event ambayo sikutegemea kama itakuwa na watu wengi namna ile, lakini kiukweli mpokeo wa vijana ndani ya Dodoma ulikuwa very well.
Nice.
Yes. Cha kufurahisha zaidi ni kwamba ni kuweza kuona kwamba vijana ndani ya Dodoma hawakutuangusha kwa kweli. Hata wale ambao kupata fursa ya kuweza kuhudhuria summit ile walichukua fursa ya pekee kabisa kuweza kufuatilia event nzima online ambayo ilikuwa inarushwa kupitia UDOM live chat kule YouTube. Kiukweli it was a real life education provided by TYDS 2022.
Okay, Jumatatu, that was very, I was almost getting emotional with what you said. I'm very happy for you and the experience that you had. Can you please tell us what was your key takeaway for TYDS from yesterday?
Labda niweze kusema kwamba mimi kama Jumatatu kikweli I enjoyed the event. Kwanza nilipata kujifunza vitu vingi, na kitu ambacho mimi mwenyewe nilishangazwa ni platforms ambazo zilizungumzwa na facilitator wawili ndani ya siku ya event. Platform ambayo nilifurahi sana kuisikia na it was my first time kuisikia ni Airbnb. Kwa kweli Airbnb it's best platform ambayo mimi mwenyewe nimejaribu kuifuatilia na nimechukua pia skills kutoka kwenu, na najua siku nyingine kwa sababu we use tech solution watu tunafanya school outreach mbalimbali, na vijana wengi ukiwauliza kuhusu social medias wanakuambia kwamba kuweza kucheza michezo mbalimbali. That's why nimezungumzia hii swala zima la platform. Siku hizi vijana wengi wanajishughulisha na online, au naweza nikasema online marketing, kwamba vijana wengi wamekuwa wakijishughulisha na kutafuta pesa through online. Na moja ya kitu ambacho kimenifurahisha ni kwamba TYDS siku ya event walibezi sana kwenye mambo ya online marketing, hasa kutambulisha hii Airbnb. Natumaini vijana wengi ambao walikuwepo na hata wale waliokuwa wanafuatilia kipindi online wamejifunza mengi, na nategemea kuona sasa vijana wakiweza kujitambua zaidi na kuweza kutafuta pesa. Naweza nikasema Airbnb unatafuta pesa kihalali kuliko tulikuwa tunaona vijana wengi wanajiingiza kwenye michezo ya betting na michezo mingine ambayo naweza nikasema ni very risky kuifanya. Lakini Airbnb kikweli mimi mwenyewe nitamani nifanye hivyo, ingawa muda mwingine mambo yanakuwa mengi kidogo na bana, lakini nitajitahidi kutoa elimu zaidi kwa vijana kwamba we can use Google kuweza kuingiza pesa. Watu wengi wakiingia Google it's just searching materials, wanaingia Google maybe searching movies, wanasahau kwamba kumbe Google pia it's a very good place ambapo unaweza ka search platform kama BNB, ukajisajili mle, ukatengeneza profile na ukaendelea ku make pesa. Tena unatengeneza pesa in form of dollar, tena sio tena uanze kutengeneza shilingi 10 au shilingi 100 kama unapocheza michezo hii kwenye mambo ya betting. Unashangaa mtu meka 10,000 unakuja na kule 2,000, very loss. Lakini Airbnb there is no any loss over there, na ni platform ambazo kiukweli facilitator alivyokuwa anaizungumzia kiukweli it was really touching me. Nikawa najihisi kwamba kama nisingekuwa na use tech solution basi I'm sure this was the best selection for me. Hapo pia kingine ambacho kilinifurahisha sana ni kwamba TYDS haikuwaweka mbali hawa job seekers. Kiukweli waliweza kuzungumzia social medias ambazo kijana anayetafuta ajira au ambaye ana ndoto kubwa kwa ajili ya baadaye anaweza kaanza kuengage na hizi social media kwa ajili ya benefits zake za baadaye. Mfano one of the best social media ambayo mimi pia wanaitumia ni LinkedIn, na ilizungumzwa sana siku ya hiyo summit, na vijana waliweza kujua kwamba instead of using WhatsApp, instead of using Instagram, kuna kuna social media nyingine ambayo ni LinkedIn, ambayo kule every day kuna different job opportunities zinatolewa, na mtu unaweza uka-apply very easily, na unaweza ukajikuta unatoka kimaisha, unasema you are changing your life kupitia LinkedIn. Na ilizungumzwa vizuri na watu walieleweshwa, na cha kufurahisha zaidi ni kwamba within the event, kadri event ina take place, watu walikuwa wanaendelea kujoin LinkedIn. Nilikuwa naona marafiki zangu walikuwa wajui what is LinkedIn, walikuwa wajui what is Airbnb. Bahati nzuri jana nilikuwa nimelala, kuna mwenzangu pia alikuwa anawapigia marafiki zake from Dar es Salaam, anaelimisha bana, event it was very sweet, Airbnb kuna hivi na hivi. Na cha kufurahi ni kwamba kuna mmoja na alikuwa shawahi kuanza hicho kitu, lakini hakujua ni sehemu gani sahihi anaweza kufanya. Lakini after getting education kutoka kwa mtu aliyehudhuria TYDS event, alimuelewesha vizuri, na I'm sure today, na sina uhakika sana, lakini I'm sure atakuwa tayari ameshaanza kuifuatilia zaidi, na hata profile I'm sure imeshakamilika. Nadhani after 1 year maybe I can call him a millionaire, sababu kwanza ni mpambanaji, ni mtafutaji. Kwa hiyo it's very good. Hapo kitu cha mwisho ambacho it was very amazing to me, nilijifunza a lot of things, ikiwemo advertising skills. Kwamba kumbe nimegundua kwamba skills nilizonazo mimi naweza nikaziuza. I didn't expect that. Nimekuwa nikifanya school outreach mbalimbali na whatever, lakini sikujua kwamba kumbe skills nilizonazo I can sell them. Nikagundua kwamba kuna platform ambazo naweza nikajiunga nazo, nikashare with people my skills. At the end of the day, kupitia my skills I can maybe get more sponsors, kwa sababu when we register these startups ambazo tunatarajia baadaye ziwe maybe company, we expect kwamba ipo siku we'll get something maybe from a certain partner au kutoka mtu nje. Kwa hiyo nilipogundua kwamba kumbe apart from watu wanaofanya matangazo yao maybe ya kibiashara, kumbe hata mimi mwenye skills I can do advertising.
Okay, Jumatatu asante sana. Yani natamani tungeongea siku nzima ili nisikie. Nilikuwa na follow up question, ningetaka nifahamu session yenu ililenga kitu gani hasa, lakini umenijibu. Kwa ambao labda wanajiunga sasa hivi au labda haukumsikia Jumatatu vizuri, Jumatatu ameshare namna ambavyo TYDS literally has changed the way it now has changed his thinking. Mwanzoni alikuwa hafahamu kama anaweza akauza ujuzi wake kwa watu mbalimbali, and now he's very well aware. Now the best part that you have spoken is the practical part of TYDS, kwamba watu walikuwa wanafanya vitu ambavyo wanajifunza pale pale. Amezungumzia LinkedIn, his friends have joined LinkedIn right on the session, na hiyo ilikuwa upande wa ambao wanatafuta kazi na wafanyabiashara nao jifunza vitu vingi, njia mbalimbali za kuingiza pesa. So that was very nice to hear from you, Jumatatu. We wish we could, give you more time, kwa sababu you're speaking a lot and we'd really want to know, but with time, unfortunately, we have to end here. For those joining us right now, this is TYDS closing ceremony, and we have just heard from 2 brilliant youth that have participated in TYDS 2022. One was from Dodoma and the other one was from Zanzibar, and it was beautiful to watch and listen. Right now in our agenda, inayofuata sasa hivi ni kuona basi highlights ya matukio ambayo yametokea kwenye TYDS ndani ya the past 3 days. Mbumi? Okay. So the technical team are going to show the video, and you're going to see what has been happening for the past 3 days. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here with us. Ile iliyopita is a video that shows what was happening on the ground in the first 3 days of TYDS. Moving forward now, sasa ni muda wa kusikia kutoka kwa our partner. All the way from Tanga, Project Inspire. I would like to welcome Max George. We have heard a lot from youth, how they have, how TYDS has literally changed their life, how they're going to move forward, and now that they have got the skills that TYDS intended them to achieve. So we'd really like to hear from the partner. How was it on the ground? How was it running TYDS? And I remember that you were part of this, you were part of TYDS last year. So I'd really like to hear from you. Max? Mr. Max? Please unmute yourself. We cannot hear you.
Hello?
Yes, Max, we can hear you.
Okay, hi.
Hi. Karibu sana kwenye TYDS closing ceremony. You can start by introducing yourself.
Okay, my name is Max George. I'm working with Project Inspire for the region of Tanga as a STEM Park manager, and we are really happy. Okay. I hope you can see me now. So,
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, please start again.
Okay, I am Max George, working with Project Inspire Tanga, and yesterday we had a chance to host the TYDS event for the second time, as we started last year hosting. And yes, I can say TYDS 2022 in Tanga was a success. We had a large number of youth who attended the session. I can say it was more than what we expected. We actually targeted a certain number, but we reached more than 100. So actually it was a very happy day for us. And we also had a chance to invite the youth officer from the Tanga City Council for him to get a chance to see what youth really want, what they really wish to get from the council, and how they want digital to transform their lives directly with the support from the city council. So yes, the youth officer also had a chance to share the opportunities available in the Tanga city community. And also he had a chance to listen to all the challenges from the youth and what are the solutions toward sustainability of the youth life in Tanga. So yes, as you can see, I'm really happy for what really happened yesterday. And we were lucky to have active youth and facilitators for both sessions. Yesterday, we hosted 2 sessions. Number 1 was based in digital marketing, and we had a chance to show youth how they can create business from 0 up to the level of increasing the sales number. Like you had 0 idea. So now you have the idea, then how are you going to scale up, making sure your idea is becoming bigger and bigger in relation to what you have been thinking of. And the second one was based on digital technology. We actually introduced digital technologies to youth, how they can just use the digital technology toward marketing, business creation, as well as jobs creation by just trying to sharing the opportunities and all the possible ways of them using technology in making money and opportunities for themselves and for the whole Tanga community. So yes, in summary, we had a very wonderful session.
With how you were explaining, you made me wish that I was part of Tanga's session this year. I'll make sure I make my way to Tanga next year. So as I said earlier, you have your organization has been has partnered with us for the second time this time. So I would really like to know, we would all really like to know what drives you. What's the drive behind that?
Project Inspire is really firstly is always making sure the lives of youth is really in a good way or position. We actually focus on starting from a child of 3 years to the youth of 25. So we actually, in any opportunity related to youth, we make sure we put all of our efforts in relation to what our partner needs. That's why it was even easy to partner with DOT Tanzania. For anything involving youth, Project Inspire will be there.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear, and I hope that the youth in Tanga will spread around what they have learned to their fellow youth, so that what they got they could plant the seed to other youth. One more thing. So, what's your plan for next year?
We want to reach more. Like for the next year, first we want to reach more than we want to double the number. Right now we want to reach more than 200 first, because we can see last year we used a certain room, just like a class, and yesterday we were supposed to use our outside hall. So actually, for the next year, I think we'll be having the new big hall for the youth in Tanga to participate, and we want to make sure, like, for the TYDS next year, we are not only going to talk about the opportunities. We want to start at assessing what we have been learning for the 2 years and how we are going. As I told you before, the youth officer yesterday was there in the event, and he actually exposed some of the details and important information for the youth to to use in order to get, for instance, the 10% loans, and what are the steps for them to create the groups. So actually, using the digital technology opportunities and the digital marketing knowledge that have been introduced yesterday and the last year, we are expecting the youth to form groups and start actually practicing what they've been learned yesterday. And for actually next year, we'll be checking, like, okay, how many groups have been created, and how are we moving forward? What are the challenges, and how can we improve ourselves?
Nice. So our fellow youth in Tanga did not only get education on how to run their businesses, they also got to hear how to actually get loans. I'm going to be in Tanga next year. So one last thing, you also shared that the youth officer from Tanga was around, and that the youth really shared what they wanted, especially from the government. So could you please share like 3, in short, though we're out of time. So let's 3 key points that the youth shared to the youth officer.
Okay, they actually wanted, they addressed the challenge of the long process of getting loans, and how they just suggested the simple ways of making sure the loans are really available easily to them. And also they wanted to be prioritized in all of the opportunities available in Tanga. And the last thing is they wanted to get the exact knowledge and steps required for them to access all the loans, and for how long it can take, and how the intakes have been. Like, you're announcing, where are you announcing? Where we don't have information, then where are the platforms we can use for us to get the actual information?
Nice. So TYDS, that does not only bring youth all over Tanzania to learn and network and meet stakeholders, but it is also a platform that is informing the government on the actual needs of youth on the ground. It was really nice to hear from you, Max, our very big partner from Tanga, Project Inspire. As he has shared, this is the second time, and this time they have gone big, and they're planning to go bigger next year. And I promise to go to Tanga. I hope my country director is listening to me. This is my application to attend a session in Tanga next year. So, thank you. So that was Max, all the way from Project Inspire Tanga. So what is next now? We are going to hear from UNICEF, our co-host and research partner. So TYDS, as I said, is also informing the government and other stakeholders on what exactly is the need of youth. So here, I'm going to welcome Jane Mngone, who is going to share with us the results. Please introduce yourself and you can jump right in.
I was on mute this whole time, apologies. So good afternoon. My name is Jane Mngone. I am part of the innovation team at UNICEF in Tanzania, and we are very happy to partner with the Digital Opportunity Trust in Tanzania for TYDS in 2022. This is the second year that we have partnered with DOT because obviously everything related to young people and youth is a passion for us at UNICEF. This year, for the second year in a row, we have also partnered with DOT around the research component for TYDS. This year, we ran 2 polls using our eReport platform, which I'll just like to get through some very quick preliminary results to see what we are learning from young people across the country. Okay, so what is eReport? I think that's the first question. So eReport is a multi-channel platform that operates on SMS and social media that enables young people to share their opinion on topics that are important to them, as well as to get information on a wide range of topics. eReport is 100% free and anonymous for users. And to join the platform is quite simple. A young person just needs to text the word Sajili to the number 15070, enabled to join the platform. It is available on Airtel, Tigo, Vodacom, and Zantel, and it is anonymous and 100% free to all users. I am so sorry, I have a little visitor. Thank you. So I'll just get right into the results next. So this year we did 2 polls for TYDS around the topics of microwork, freelancing, and climate change. 14,000 young people across the country participated in these polls. And so I'll just share some quick results from that study. So the first question that we asked young people is, have you heard of microwork and digital freelancing? And we can see from this result, 56% said no, they actually haven't heard of it yet, while 40% have said, yes, we know about it and we would like to learn some more. When we asked them, why do you want to take on micro work? There were a wide array of responses. The first one was that had a huge majority is that young people are looking for somewhere where they can increase their income and have a side gig to supplement their income. Following this, there were about 19% who would like to use freelancing and micro work as a primary source of income. And then there's a marginal amount who are unable to find work. And then there's some people who are just tired of going to the office every day and they want to be their own boss. The next question that we were really interested in learning was, what type of tasks would you be interested in? And for this was also some pretty interesting findings. 34% of eReporters who responded to this poll said they would like to perform vocational or handyman types of jobs and be able to find these on a virtual space. And then a small amount, about 7%, that said they'd be interested in completing surveys and questionnaires. 23% said that they were interested in information finding. So the next poll that we ran for TYDS 2022 was around climate change. And one of the questions that we asked young people is, how important is climate change to you? And then 67% said that it is very, very important. Sorry. So 68% of you reporters said that for them, climate change is really important. And this is something that we're seeing more and more of. Climate change is affecting us in Africa in ways that we didn't expect. And young people really want to make sure that we can combat the effects of climate change to support themselves and future generations. So the next question we asked is, can climate change and tech action go hand in hand? 46% agree we can use technology to help us fight combat climate change, whereas there were about 9% who said that they strongly disagree. So we dug in a little bit more to ask people, what is your understanding of how technology or tech-driven solutions can be used to combat climate action? And this is interesting. While there are so many young people who think that it can, only 52% said they have a good understanding of this, and 47%, which is it's a fair number, say that they do not understand. And that is just a quick highlight of what we learned from young people over the last 2 weeks. These are preliminary results that will be updated and shared in the final report. And if you haven't already and you want to join the YouReport platform and share your opinion, please do so. Just SMS the word Sajili to 15070 and follow the prompts to join over 200,000 young people in the country who share their opinions with UNICEF, the government, and other stakeholders on a weekly basis. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jane. Well, the youth have spoken. It was really nice to hear what the youth have expressed themselves, and all thanks to our great platform, YouReport, where it allows youth to raise up and to raise their voices and share their opinions. So if you're joining right now, that was Jane, our co-host and research partner for TYDS. And what she was doing is she was sharing all the research that we have done and all the voices that were captured from youth. It was really, really nice to hear. Jane, did I miss the number of youth that participated?
Yes, with across the two polls, it was over 14,000. 14,000
Tanzanian youth have spoken. Well, you get this. TYDS 2022 can give you that. Thank you very much to UNICEF, our co-host and research partner, and every youth out there that participated. We have heard you. I have heard you, and we hope that the government is going to listen and make right choices based on what the youth really need. Before we go to our next part, I would really like to see what youth have said. And I'm reminding you guys, please share how TYDS has been, how your experience has been with TYDS, and I'm gonna read it out loud. So our next thing that we are going to do now is we are going to listen to none but other Diana Dinsima, who is our country director. She's going to share her vote of thanks and closing remarks. Diana.
Yes, thank you so much, Sekela. Thank you everyone for joining. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It just depends on where you're logged in from. It's exciting to have you at the closing. I know there's lots of events happening in the ecosystem now. So it's really, really an honor that you've chosen to spend your last few minutes of the day for those that are in Tanzania with us. Yeah, and Jane, it's lovely to see your daughter crash in. I know personally my kids normally crash through all my calls, and it's the time they get to request for things that they know I wouldn't approve because because they know I can't reject when I'm in a call. So it's good to see her. It's also good to see part of the call, some youth that are attending probably the second time over or third time over. I've seen Hat Njau, who I know attended TYDS 2020, and he was also in another session today. So thank you for choosing TYDS once more. To the youth that have shared their stories, Danira from Zanzibar and Jumatatu from Dodoma, it's truly, truly amazing to hear all these insights coming in. Tunashukuruni sana, sana, sana kwa kuchagua TYDS, kwa kuchagua DOT and ICT Commission. And thank you so much for sparing a few minutes also to share your stories with us. You are why we do what we do. Kwa hiyo tunafurahi sana kusikia kwamba kuanzia leo hii, you're going to see a lot of progress in your lives, but also in your business as a result of the skill sets. Tunaombeni pia muwe mabarozi wazuri for other youth that are out there. As you say, Danira, that you regret, you have regrets for everyone that did not make it to the summit. Please do your best to spread the word. Do whatever you can. Zile skills ambazo umezipata, find a way to transfer them to another person who wasn't as lucky to get the opportunity to come through. Yeah, so Hope TYDS 2023 then is attended by more young people from Zanzibar and Jumatatu from Dodoma. We were excited to see how the room in UDOM, University of Dodoma, was full, lots of young people. Tunashukuru sana, really, really. Max, it's amazing. The aspiration for going big TYDS 2023 is a feeling that we share mutually. To think that last year we had about 50 youth attend TYDS in Tanga. Now it's been more than 100 youth attend TYDS, and next year you're looking at 200. I hope that this is something that we can get to work massive scale across the regions, but also increase more regions of the summit. And I'm sure the Director General of ICT Commission is also hearing this message. So how do we plan for a bigger scale? That's something that we want to begin to think about from here on. Now, Max, I guess also on behalf of other partners, I've seen Living, who is from the St. Augustine University in Mwanza, that has dialed in as well. But just really to thank the partners, because without you, we're not able to do what we do. We are just an idea without you partners who incubate and host the idea within the communities. So whereas youth have found a lot of interest in the platform economy, so the platform economy, social medias, LinkedIn, and all these other platforms that are able to support you to grow and excel. For us, DOT and ICT Commission, we've found our advantage in the network economy. So we thrive in the network economy. We thrive in this social capital that we've built over time of partners that really, really are very much passionate about the things that we do. And together we can fuel this collective desire and this collective impact that we want to create. So tunashukuru to all the partners that supported us to host in Zanzibar, in Dar es Salaam, in Morogoro, in Dodoma, Tanga, Tabora, Mwanza, Kigoma, Iringa. Where else? Kagera today, it was full, a room full of young people. And for the first time, we've gone to Kagera, which is very, very exciting. So speaking about how do we extend opportunities to the most underserved and underprivileged young people, today we've taken that extra step where we've onboarded young people from TVETs and from across Bukoba to come through and join. We really, really just appreciate our partners that have made this possible for us. And as Sekela said, it's not just about the sessions that we do, but it's also about bringing young people together and collecting these youth voices and seeing how these youth voices can be at the heart of shaping policy, shaping strategies, but also shaping wider programs. And As you've heard from Jane, we are also going to be using this data of nearly 4,000 young people to create our Youth Voices report this year. That is once again going to be launched very soon. Now we'll make sure that youth who have participated in this poll are able to get the data and also see how their voices are able to, contribute to something bigger and more impactful for the country. I want to also appreciate our funders who made the summit work. Also, without them, it would just have been an idea. So to appreciate UNICEF, our amazing co-host and funder for TYDS 2022, who also supported TYDS 2021. So Jane, I hope as you hear Max's quest to scale in Tanga, so is the funding also envelope as it bulges. So thank you so much to UNICEF for believing in the dream, for supporting us, for co-creating with us every step of the way and making this a dream come true for many young people across the country. Also to thank UNDP, our amazing partner who also came in and supported us through the Funguo program. On behalf of the ICT Commission and DOT Tanzania, the co-organizers of TYDS 2022, we appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll hope to see you next year again. So just maybe to pass it over to Dr. Nkundwe Mwasaga, who is the Director General for the ICT Commission and who is also the co-organizer of TYDS 2022. Karibu sana, so that you can speak to our guests today. Can you please unmute yourself, Dr. Nkundwe? Yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Diana, thank you very much, and thank you to all participants. This has been a very good summit. As we have learned that basically our country is a country of youth. Almost 50% of the population of Tanzania is the youth of under 18. If we take the statistics of youth under 30 years old, is 70%. So it's a country of youth, and we always have to do innovation to ensure that we impart skills for our youth so that they'll be able to compete in the digital economy that they're basically going to be doing their activities on. Like I said before, what we have, we need to do transformation. And the transformation is involving 5 pillars, and those pillars, our youth need to understand them very well. They have a duty to ensure that first they acquire knowledge and basically the skills, and also to impart skills to other people. They also have to know issues that have to do with the digital security so that we can have a digital economy which is safe. And the safety normally is building trust. And we want to have an infrastructure of trust in Tanzania so that people will trust to do their business activity and other activities using the platform. And we depend on the youth because, I mean, they are 70%. If you take under 30 years old, they are 70%. So all our strategies have to be geared towards youth to ensure that they can compete in the world. Also, they have to take consideration and get to know about digital telecommunication services, because digital economy is built on top of that. And of course, the digital economy itself is very important. It's another pillar. And then the issue of innovation and research is very important for our youth to ensure that they will participate in the world. Their world is a connected world. And in the connected world, surely they need to apply all the skills they've learned from each other since the first day of our summit. So like I said before, ICT Commission's work is in synergy with DOT. We like to promote ICT, right? And DOT is concentrating on the section of Tanzania, which is very important for us. And since our relationship is a long-term relationship, what I can promise that the summit of next year is going to be amplified. We are going to do something even bigger than what we have done now. So with those few words, I want to thank everyone. And I can say that, well, we are, like Diana said, we are closing the summit, but the engagement will continue. I promise that I will be participating in different engagements to just getting feedback from youth. I, as a Director General, I like to listen. I like to hear from youth what they want, and I want to make sure that the commission become commission that listen to people and providing what people want for their life. So with those few words, I want to thank you, Diana, again. And let's start to prepare for the next year Digital Summit for Youth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Director General for ICT Commission, Dr. Nkundwe. We really, really are excited to be under your leadership and your passion for young people and also driving ICTs across. You've been at your toes since the summit started, and now we can both rest knowing that at least we've had great success stories coming in from across the regions. Tunashukuru, we have big dreams. Let's make it big next year. Planning starts. Kwa hiyo we welcome wanakamati, whoever feels you want to join the committee from across the regions to make this massive scale. Karibuni sana. Yes, yes. Thank you so much and be blessed, everyone. Back to you, Sekela.
Thank you very much, Diana. And thank you very much, Director General, Dr. Nkundwe Mwasage. It was really nice to hear. And one of the things that I really liked is that you are here to listen. So it's our work, and it's a challenge to us youth to make sure that we raise our voices and we make sure that we do it so that you get it and it informs the policies and all the decisions that ICT Commission is making. And also, you also talked about our world right now, the youth world is a connected world, and it's so that brings, that makes it necessary for youth to have all the skills to stay connected and benefit from benefiting from the digital spaces. Thank you very much. It was really nice to hear from you. So that was the last piece in our agenda, but before we officialize the end, I would really like to read comments from the youth that are participating here today. Amir Habibu is saying Zanzibar tumeenjoy sana. Thank you to hear that. And Alex Busumabu is saying it was really amazing and profitable since day one till today morning when we were learning blue and green entrepreneurship. My takeaway from all the session is selling my skills. It's really nice to hear from you, Alex. I also really liked the blue and green entrepreneurship session from today. Hart is saying, thanks for the great sessions as usual. Martha is saying, thank you, madam. And then we have Amir, we have Doreen saying it was also very informative in Morogoro. Nice to hear from Morogoro. I thanks DOT and ICT Commission.
Sorry, second.
Yes.
Actually, that's Dr. Doreen Dossi. She works with the Morogoro, the university in Morogoro. SUA, yes, and she did attend the summit last year and this year again. So we really appreciate the support. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Dr. Doreen Dossi. It was it's a pleasure to hear from you, and thank you for joining TYDS for 2 years straight. I cannot read every comment, but it was really nice to hear from you. I am going to let Diana close TYDS 2022, and we are going to say goodbye from there. Over to you, Diana.
Well, I'm not sure what the closing is. We don't have poppers, you know, to pop
closing.
them up, but just really, once again, appreciate each and every one of you. We cannot probably turn on our videos. We could do a last shot, but I'm not sure we're able to do that because it's a webinar. But from us to you, massive love. We thank you. We appreciate you. And stay peaceful and safe. Thank you. Bye.
That was Diana closing TYDS 2022. I would like to thank everybody that attended TYDS and thank you for being here with us today. And I shout out to the technical team here at DOT Tanzania and all our partners. Thank you for Jane for joining us and Director General and the youth for sharing. This was amazing. Until next year, bye-bye.
Yes. Jen, see you next year. Bye.
See you next year.
Hopefully before then, Diana, but yes, again next year.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
On your Bluetooth.